Instead, it's going to be Becky Lynch, not even in that list of characters. Of course, Jerry's always got something secret up his sleeve.
Small Mammoth, Apocalypse, Demon Island left on the board. Now, of course, this Becky Lynch pick going to be going into the Dexterity stance, going from 3 to 4. This is a level 38 Nash or Becky Lynch for Jerryk here, which is still a higher level than Tiger's level 31 Yumiko.
Yeah, this Yumiko definitely a little bit of a more recent pick for Tiger, but definitely not something out of the wheelhouse of Tiger's character pool. We've seen Tiger be very effective with the Nash, be very effective with the Koji. Of course, that's going to be a carryover from both of them with that hammer and the bow. And we'll see how well it works out against Jerryk, who's put in more time onto this individual character than Tiger has with this Becky Lynch, aka Nash crossover.
Two hammer players going at it here in this game. Tiger is definitely coming out on top so far. As Jerryk already in the orange, 20 seconds into the game. Another neutral air coming out from Tiger. Jerryk swapping over onto the spear. Definitely his more favored weapon from the previous set that we saw. Going in, just running in right under those wisps. Those will not hit a grounded opponent.
Yeah, the first one only hits grounded at the early stages of the wisp, but after it's been out for a little while, then you can go straight underneath it. Great knowledge from Jerryk to know that matchup, know he can go underneath it, but unfortunately, he didn't get a lot out of it. Tiger actually still very undamaged after he takes the first stock off of Jerryk.
Let's see, solid commitment there coming in from Jerryk with the ground pound. Multiple signatures coming out from Jerryk. Stomp, multiple moves. Tiger is punishing, man.
And Tiger really just picking apart what Jerryk is doing. Wisp, but Jerryk is already inside of it. Almost ran out in a panic. Side signature thrown out from Tiger. Nice punish from Jerryk with a big ground pound. That's going to even up the stocks, and Jerryk has plenty of health to work with here against Tiger.
Neutral air into the neutral light from Jerryk. Nice 3-hit, 4-hit, 5-hit. Jerryk primed to take the lead. Tiger's going to zone him out with the unarmed side air. Gives Tiger a little bit of room to go in. Grab the bow. Side signature coming out. Signatures coming out from Jerryk as well. You've seen him use quite a lot of them. Those Nash signatures, man. I swear, every time I face a Nash, they catch me in the goofiest spots with signatures.
They can reach pretty far. Lots of coverage coming out from those Nash signatures. And you're starting to see Jerryk throwing out a couple more. Might not even need it, though, with the side air slapping Tiger off screen, but Tiger able to get back to that wall safely. Neutral signature. Tiger avoids it, gets the stomp side air. Tiger takes the stock lead, but Jerryk did a great job evening up that early lead Tiger had.
Nice side air from Jerryk, just like that. The great equalizer. 2.5 minutes into this game. Both players fresh on their final stock. A little bit of damage now. Tiger's been able to put out 3 pieces.
Bro, it is upsetting when you get caught by like an unarmed sidelight 3 times in a row. And that was starting to happen there from Jerryk, where he gets caught by Tiger, who's just kind of standing there with the unarmed kit, not even opting to back up and go for a weapon spot or anything. He's just like, I'm going to sit on this corner. I'll just poke you in the face with my big old boot.
Is that going to be the stock? Yes, it is. Tiger, man. That bow side air. Catching someone that late. Holy cow, dude. You can get knocked out so quickly with that. If you catch them like in the middle of their movement options, man.
It's also really good for just like denying jumps. Like, it doesn't have an insane amount of force where you're seeing people get knocked into the knockout boxes or anything like that, but it's got just enough force that it's knocking them away, and they're forced to try to come back and contest against the potential of a bow down air, bow side air, or a bow ground pound.
Going into this game, swapping off of the Nash, off of the Becky Lynch, over back onto the Hattori that we saw previously in the last set. Jerryk versus Far. Tiger, of course, sticking on this Yumiko. He's been playing it a lot lately in tournament.
Yeah, this is looking like the pick for Tiger. I doubt he'll switch if anything too bad happens right now. And of course, he's looking very comfortable with this Yumiko. Meanwhile, Jerryk swapping over to the Hattori. He's going to continue utilizing that spear from the Becky Lynch and the spear that he had in the losers finals. But there you're seeing the wisp in the early stages. They'll hit grounded, and Jerryk gets caught.
Oh, punishing. Beautiful punish from Tiger, hitting the side air. Both players taking a lot of damage. 45 seconds into this game. The stomp down air misses, but the stomp side air connects. That's the knockout.
Jerryk trying to come out with some unarmed. Decides that he's not able to connect with it, so he switches back to the sword. Nice big ground pound from Jerryk. Suddenly, it's evened up again.
Now keep in mind, one of the last times these players faced one another in tournament was Spring Championships, and Tiger got both knockouts onto Jerryk. Stomp side air.
Big stomp side air.
Weapon toss coming out.
Oh!
That gets the dodge. Gravity cancel. Down heavy. Trying to follow if it was necessary with the bow ground pound. It wasn't, and he pulled out in time so that there wasn't a hit for Jerryk, and the chase dodge on hit, giving him that survivability back over to the wall. Full stock lead here for Tiger.
Yeah, this is big for Tiger. Fantastic utilization of that gravity cancel down signature. Wasn't quite sure which direction Jerryk was going to go, so he goes for the one that hits in all directions as well as stacked, and has plenty of active frames with it. Nice side light into a falling side air off the soft platform. Tiger starting to run away with game number 2.
Yeah, he's really finding so many moves that are hitting here. Jerryk, that last wisp, that popped Jerryk into the red. The side air from the spear, that doesn't even have Tiger in the red on his second stock. Oh, pulls out of that ground pound. The neutral light still doesn't have Tiger in the red.
Dude, Tiger looking so tanky with this Yumiko. The down signature is just enough, though, for Jerryk. Stock count evened up, but Jerryk is at that point where if Tiger gets a hammer, Jerryk cannot afford to get hit.
Neutral air almost knocking out off the top.
High ceiling.
Neutral light does knock out off the top. That's going to be a JV2 for Tiger. He's going to be going up 2-0 in this set. This next game could be the final one.
Tiger might very well 3-0 in the grand finals against Jerryk, having only lost one game this entire tournament against Far. Can he do it? What is Jerryk going to do? He's tried out the Nash, didn't quite work. He's tried out the Hattori, didn't quite work. Is it now time for the Bodvar?
It looks like in the in-game chat, I'm assuming it's now and not earlier, that he's asking for quick 2 minutes.
Oh.
But Jerryk needing just a quick break. While he does that, maybe we can throw up that bracket on the screen and look at the path both of these players have taken. Going back into top 32, Tiger went 2-0 against Malavant. Then he went into Senpai Guy. That was also a 2-0. That qualified him for top 8, where he ran up against Reaper. That was a 3-0. And then we saw him go up against Far. That was a set that we watched earlier, where he won that 3-1. Far, the only one really able until... wait, is it 2-0 right now in the grand finals?
Yeah, it's currently 2-0.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 2-1 or not. So yeah, Far is the only one who's been able to take off a game off of Tiger so far today. Now on the other side of the bracket, if we look at Jerryk, where did he come into the bracket? He 2-0'd Sire, then went up against Ghoul. That was a 2-0 to qualify for top 8. Then when he moved into top 8, Jerryk ran up against Far, lost 3-2, went down into the losers bracket. Fought against Cowl J, won that 3-1. Then fought against Reaper, won that 3-0. Then ran back up against Far, won it this time, still in Game 5. Now he's back in the grand final, swapping over to the Wu Shang.
The Wu Shang pick. This is going to be an interesting one. Of course, still has the spear, which is, I guess, his kind of optimal pick against the things that Tiger's been doing. And Gauntlets, again, a little bit more of a meta weapon, so not too out of the norm, but it's definitely not something that we were expecting from Jerryk as we get right on into game number 3. And this might be do or die for Jerryk. If he loses here or in any of the next potential 3 games, then Tiger's going to be going home, the Southeast Asian champion, for Combo Breaker.
First weapon going to Jerryk. It's a pair of gauntlets. Tiger's able to grab the very next weapon spawn as it comes in. Going to be the bow for him. That scary, scary bow that he has. But Jerryk finds a nice 3-piece, 4-piece. Almost gets the signature there. I think that was a down signature and he was starting up. Would have caught the stacked option of Tiger. Oh!
Ooh. Nice big ground pound coming out from Jerryk, and he's going to be sticking with the gauntlets. He was like, yo, that worked really well. Why don't I just keep using that weapon?
In comes that hammer, though, from Tiger. Jerryk is going to have to be careful. He's looking really solid, though. There's the down air. Side air has Jerryk into the orange. Plenty of movement options to get back. You saw that ground pound. Wonder if Tiger meant to do that all the way down along the wall, or if it was just a bait, canceling it on the main platform.
I think it was supposed to be along the wall, considering he just connected with a weapon toss, but Jerryk is going to connect with the gravity cancel side signature on the top of the map, and that means Jerryk now sitting 3 stocks up over Tiger. Can he do it? Can he win 3 games in a row to get the reset?
This is interesting that they went to Brawlhalla because Jerryk asked for it in-game chat. He said Brawlhalla.
Please?
Please. And Tiger took him here. Might have been a mistake. But we also could see if the confidence of Tiger is still high after the possible loss here, we could see Tiger being like, yeah, okay, we're going to run it back. We're going to go right back to Brawlhalla. I'm going to give it to you again, and this time I'm going to take the dub.
I mean, might not even need that, as right now Tiger able to take a stock off of Jerryk. Of course, still 2 stocks left on Jerryk, but this is Tiger we're talking about, someone who's absolutely dominated the Southeast Asian region.
Nice job outspacing the moves from Jerryk. This bow that Tiger has. Neutral air, it's going to send him off the screen. Jerryk in the orange side air, sending Jerryk to the far right side of the stage. Side air turns Jerryk red. We might not even need another game with that massive lead that Jerryk had in the beginning. It's almost been completely deleted.
Jerryk now down to his final stock here. He had 3 stocks to the 1 of Tiger, and Tiger looking not even hurt on this last stock. Can Tiger close it out here 3-0 in the grand finals? He's got 1 stock left to do it, but the side sig from Jerryk is going to be massive hurt onto Tiger.
That side sig almost knocked him out too, man. That sent him off screen. The max range side signature. Tiger's in the red, Jerry's in the orange. It's those gauntlets on the edge. Weapon toss coming out. There's no dodge for Tiger. He probably has it back now.
The nair.
Jerryk
in trouble. That recovery almost did it for Tiger. The side air. Jerryk is running out of jumps. I don't even know if he has enough. The ground pound. And Tiger is going to close it out 3-0 in the grand finals for Southeast Asia, losing 1 game the entire tournament against Far in the winners finals. Congratulations to Tiger for Southeast Asia.
Tiger's like one of those evil genies, or like the guy from Twisted Metal that holds the Twisted Metal tournament, where he's like, oh, if you win the Twisted Metal tournament, you can have any wish you want. And he's like, well, I wish for infinite money. But then the bad guy's like, oh, you want infinite money? Here, I'm going to drop infinite money on top of your head, and you're going to die. So Tiger granted the wish, gave him Brawlhalla, but then destroyed him. Calypso, that's his name.